Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm the host, Sidra Kennedy, and with me is Sidra Owens. So we're your host, and we just got done listening to the blog by James Finn.
Can I interrupt? No, you haven't really gotten started.
Yeah, I wanted to let them know what it was about and stuff per se.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah, it's James Finn. He published this April 21st. It's an 8-minute read. It's under the Prism and Pen. He is deep. This is on medium.com. I will put a link to it so you can read it. James Finn is a very amazing and talented writer and person.
That's what I wanted to start off commenting on.
Yeah, I've never met the man. But it almost feels like I have, because I have read a lot of his stuff. And there are times where and it's so rare that he might come across it's the wording, not the message. The wording, if you're not thinking about it, you can come across as privileged or disconnected from certain things, but that's the wording, but not the reality. Reality, he is rooted like a tree. He gets it. He gets it. And before we get started, because I'm going to let Sidra do her thing, I want you to know, personally, James Finn, I'm talking to you. Don't worry about comparative woes. Ain't about what tribe or group has taken more punishment or suffered more. Wrong is wrong. It's that simple. So don't you worry. Don't ever think you're stepping on anyone's toes. All right? I'm serious. Don't word it that way. And if you got to say something in what you're writing, never apologize. I know you don't like hearing this, but I'm sorry. The truth is true. No, don't apologize, because you have nothing to apologize for. You never apologize for the truth. You only apologize if you have hurt someone. Don't apologize if you tell the truth, man. Don't. You're better than that, and I know it. So I'm going to let Sidra say what she got to say.
So I haven't written for Medium in a long time, but when I first started, maybe close to 3 years ago, James Finn's articles were one of the ones that I first read and followed, and he was one of the first ones to respond to something that I wrote. He's a great writer, and his stories are very grounded, and they connect to you. They're stories about humanity and violations of humanity, and people just trying to live and just trying to love. So I look forward, now that I'm going to have a little more time on my hands, to reading more of this. So when Sidra told me that James Finn, told me he wanted him to read this, I was like, oh, okay. And it's kind of odd to say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did, because it just told so many points of view. Like Cedric said, James Finn really gets it. Being marginalized as well. It's a shame you have to suffer turmoil and trauma to get it, but oftentimes that's how it is. Listening to this, I think what's very important is not only showing how fucked up cops are and their heinous deeds, but it also shows, it's not just a talking point. It also shows that, there are cops who are not bad. And many people say, if you're a good cop that says nothing, you're as bad as the bad cop. I get that, but I also understand that you want to preserve your own safety. And James Finn shows this very well, in the anecdotes he relays from his communication with cops in his life. They are afraid. that if they say something, they know what's right. They know what the other cops are doing is wrong, but they are afraid that if they say something, that their necks are going to be on the chopping block. And I'm very sure that they would have been. You're out there on the call, you call for backup and no one shows, or you start getting terrorized. So I think it's very important that those stories get told. They aren't told enough because these are victims of these bad cops as well. It's like Cedric and I were watching Star Trek Picard, and everybody hates the Borg, but the Borg consists of assimilated people who were minding their business. When the Borg came along, gobbled up their home race, hacked them to pieces, and made them a part of them. They're victims. These cops who know better, know what's good, want to do good, but can't for fear of their own lives and safety, are victims just like the people who are beaten on a daily basis. And I think that is another layer to the story that is not properly addressed in our fucked up media, and it needs to be told as well.
I read this. Well, we didn't read it. We listened to it. Since Ecosia can't do it, we use Google Translate. Copy, paste, hit the play button, and it reads it. Yeah, it's monotone and whatnot, but
the message is still there. You have to listen for the words.
Yeah, this isn't, even though what my YouTube banner is under entertainment, I'm not here to entertain you. There's sometimes I'll do some silly stuff. It's rare. I'll do some silly stuff or act silly, or I will do those because sometimes I just can't deal with too much crap. I got to break it up with something.
If it's about information, comparative reasoning provides a lot. I interrupted. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Comparative reasoning provides a lot of information, and information is power. They don't want you to have the information because it will lead you to ask questions. They don't want you to ask questions. They want you to look up the latest puppy Kardashian hybrid video, whatever the fuck's going on out there. But getting information or getting points of view about the things that are happening, especially those points of view are different from your own, it's very important because they lead you to ask questions. They lead you to do research. They open up your mind so you can see things in a different way. And that is profoundly lacking in this country. People learn from their parents. They don't shift. They don't expand. If they do in their youth, they fall back into it. That's what my parents did when they're like old or older. And then that's it. And that's part of what was part of the reason why this country is where it is, why it's so monumentally stuck with the progress that does occur, so infinitesimal that it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The biggest and richest third world country in the world, and we can't have police that actually protect the citizens who pay them. So yeah, Sidra tries to share all the information and his own point of view of things, which a lot of people may not see or agree with, but it's important. It's important so that minds can be expanded.
I can tell you that, puppies are cute. I can say the government is full of shit. I can say that religious extremists give religion a bad name. I can say that cancel culture is stupid. I can say cancel culture is the most needed thing out there. I can call you all perfect, lovely people. I can call you the best people on the planet because you listen to me and I appreciate. I can say everything out there that everyone that has a big number of followers do. I can do that, but I'd be fake. I would be fake if I wanted to say that every one of you are great, awesome people and all that stuff. I can do that. But I am not the proverbial teddy bear that you need to hug when your parents didn't know how to. I'm not that stuffed animal for you to cling to when everybody is out there hurting you. No. I am that proverbial shield and sword in the corner that no one told you existed. And I will tell you how to pick those up. And I can tell you when to hold one up and when to hold the other up. I can tell you when to parry with the shield and slash with the sword. How deep, and if you need to slash deep. Jab, parry, anything. Do you bat with the shield, block with the shield, parry with the shield, or use the shield as an outright weapon, or the sharp edges to let them know it's not just a shield? I am the one that's going to tell you the truth so you can know not to cut down everyone, just the certain ones. I want to help you wade through the murky water to the source that's feeding it. I want you to be able to stand up, hold your own, stand on your own 2 feet. And while others around you may falter, and they might want to join the get along game because they're too afraid to be alone, that you can stand there and say, I am fighting the right fight. Not the good fight, not the easy win fight, but the right fight. The fight that's going to help people, that will protect the innocuous, the ones that will cut down the brutality of the oppressors, the ones that don't go for partial rights, but equal rights. I am the one that will not lie to you about what has happened and may happen. And I will always tell you to be honest with yourself. I will tell you to be honest with those around you, because they just might be looking for someone, because some just can't stand on their own, but they can stand with. And if they're going to stand with you, you have to make sure you're the right one to stand with. Protect others. Be true to yourself and others. Hold yourself accountable for what you do and say. And stop helping others hurt you and everyone else. Be strong. Be sturdy. Be stalwart. And be understanding. Not every enemy is an enemy. Some are an enemy because they're too afraid of what the worst ones will do. But if you can get them on your side and let them know they will not stand alone, that you'll stand at their side, you will help them find that shield and sword in the corner that no one's told them about. Build your army little by little. And you don't fight with one as leader. You all lead the charge and get it done. That's the goal. That's the point. That's the message. That's the need. And that's me. This has been Cedric Kennedy and Sidra Owens for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.